Alright guys, Hove here, and today I'm going to do a recap of the trades I took on the ES. So oftentimes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll check out the ES to see if it's trading. And I also saw that Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum and crypto just in general was going pretty sideways. So I decided to trade the ES this morning. Now, last night I had this count set up. We had a 1-2, we put in this third, and now we're going to work on some sort of ABC for this fourth. Now, since I live in Hawaii, I wake up not late, but late in the terms of trading the day. So I woke up right at this line, and I saw that we had this reaction at the 618, which was beautiful to see, because now I know, all right, well, this algo is working, so what can we work with? Now, I didn't take this trade. I know members did, because this is an obvious trade to take, but I didn't. I'm going to switch a screen to recap what trades I did take and why, but we're working with the premise that this was a fourth and we're working our way down. I stopped trading roughly around here, but it looks like a pretty good setup for that being the one or something like that. I don't know. I'm not paying attention that closely now. But anyways, let's get over to the trades I did take. So again, this is that 618 that we got the reaction off of. These are all the trades that I took today. I took, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. I took 4 trades, 3 were winners, and 1 was a loser, small loser. But I'll walk you through what and why I was taking these trades. So we get a good reaction at this algo target, and then we get what looks like 5 waves down for this one. So that's going to give me an idea that, all right, we have a completed one. Now we're looking for a retrace for the 2. And now when I'm looking at an entry on a 2 wave, I'll pull that fib, standard operating procedures, and then I'll look for the 618 and I'll put 2 lots there. I got my fill for 2 lots. I have an automatic strategy where as soon as I get fills, it places one of the lots for profit take 8 ticks, which was $100 that I got, and then the other one is usually 16 ticks, which would have been around here, but I was playing this as a third, so I usually look for the negative 618 for a third in the ES. Just because I found that the thirds typically go there on the ES as opposed to crypto, where it usually goes to the -1. So I front run that. That was a 40 tick trade for $500. So this one trade of 2 lots netted me $600. The next trade I took would have been, or was, this fourth right here. So again, this should come as no surprise, but we'll take the fib, we'll pull the length of the third, and it's to the tick of the 50. So I get my 1 lot here, since I only take 1 lots on 50s, and 8 ticks was right around here. I got another $100. Now, I would have loved to have been able to get this, but typically when I'm playing fourths, I only go with 1 lots, and this ripped down and got my profit target like almost immediately, which isn't a big deal. This is a scalp to me. This is like a swing. This is a scalp. And then the next trade I looked for was, I thought right here we completed our bottom and we get this reaction. So I took an aggressive long 1 lot here and then got stopped out at 3 ticks for negative 37.50 on that. Once we were here, things got a little confusing. The count got a little messy for me. So normally, if I think this is a completed one, I'm gonna pull here, all the way through whatever this completed is. And then I'm going to look for a retrace all the way up to here. And what I was trying to long here was the correction, either the A of the correction or whatever, or if this was an ABC somehow and this was just the 1 2. But it didn't work, so since I took this, I didn't take anything here, but there was a clear setup, which would have been a nice trade right here. You pull the length of whatever that was. Whoops, sorry. And you can see it gets to the tick of the 618. Now, this is a more aggressive setup, so if I were to take this, which I did not, I would have only taken 1 lot because I'm assuming this is some sort of correction. This isn't going to be a huge move. Even though we did get to the point negative 618, I was not assuming it was a third wave for obvious reasons. So I'll go ahead and put that as one that I missed. Put it in yellow. So if you took 1 lot, 8 ticks was right around here, you could have made another $100 if you wanted to ride that, which I most likely wouldn't. You could have made a little bit more, but anyways. So I wasn't clear with what was going on, so after all this, I just kind of sidelined myself to try to figure out what these waves were doing and how it could fit with this bigger picture of a count. It still wasn't clear to me. The thing I did notice that I also did not take, but from right around here, as soon as we got this reaction, I saw us as being in a triangle. I thought this could, from this point, I thought this could be an A, and this was a B, and we're working on a C, which was some sort of ending diag. And that could work, but I wasn't confident, so I didn't take the trade. But for the triangle trade, this would have been a beautiful trade because you see the E comes directly here. I'll put some labeling on that to make it easy for you. It's a running triangle. So it ticks perfectly. This would have been your entry. Stop just over here. That might be like a tick, if that. This is such a small move. But then you still have your... let me remove this real quick. So if I thought this was a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, there's some things that I would do here which would help me with this trade. So if this was a 1, 2, and 3rd, I'm first going to pull the fib from this 2. Let me label it real quick for you. There's no guarantee. This is what I was kind of looking at when I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. So you can see that this 3rd, or this 4th, ticks the 50 and we get a good reaction. Didn't quite make the target, but then this triangle is working out. So if we think, all right, this was our 2, this is our 3rd, well, we know we're going to get our algo reactions at the negative 236 down here. Let me move this a little bit. At the negative 236 down here. That would have been a good trade to take 1 lot because it was not very risky. It would be like a 1 tick stop, which is 1250. Not a big deal. But the other thing I would do for this is I would pull the length of A. I mean, you guys have seen the triangle trade. It shouldn't be shocking. Project it from the E, and I would have put my target right here at the 100. Yeah, I could have gotten 1 or 2 more ticks at the negative 236, but I'm going to go for the easy money because it might not even get here. Like, if you look at this one, it ticks it, and at this point, you might not have gotten a fill on your profit take, which happens all the time, and then it starts to rip up, and then you're like, oh shit, what's going on? But that's why I would have taken the profit there. So there was another could be. I'll move that over for us. Right there, one I missed. That would have been a good trade. So now this is some sort of diag, and we're expecting to get a rip, which we did. We got a nice rip. Now it's saying, okay, well, maybe this is the one down, and we're retracing for the 2. So what we're going to do is pull this, and this is basically the last trade I took for the day. I'm going to pull this, and we're looking for some sort of correction here. This was either going to be the 1, 2, working on a 3rd, 4th, 5th for the A, or this was a B, and we're working on the C. So what I did here, which was the very last trade I took for the day, was I pulled this fib, and I put my 1 lot here. Because I was unsure here, I only did 1 lot at this point. So it kind of hovered here after I got it, and I thought I was going to get stopped out because I think I was 1 tick past this, maybe 2. But it hovered here for a second, and then it took off. And that's what this 8 ticks 100 is again, it automatically places these profit takes for me. So I got it right here, and I'm fine with getting that other $100. I could have held it up to here, but I was unsure of what was going on with this, so I only took 1, and I took my profit for $100 at 8 ticks. Now it looks like we're getting up to this 618, which would be a good entry, but it's late in the day, and I don't trade late in the day because there's too much BS that goes on. So, I mean, this is why I trade the ES, because there's always algo action, there's always liquidity, there's always volatility. It's a nice trading vehicle if you are more experienced and you know how to kind of count on the fly and look at those algos to see if there is participation. Now today, this was what? 1, 2, 7, 8 minus the 37. There's what? $760 that I made. So these trades are there, and you don't need to force trades. Take the good setups, like I say. 2s or 3s, C's and E's. Obviously, I take 4th in the 4s in the ES, but there's so much algo participation in the ES that you placing this 50 is already there of a major swing, which is this one right here. So we had the algo participation. Came here, I thought this was a 4th, and they overlap. Those are beautiful trades. That's all I can really say for the day. Those are the only trades I took. I told you why I took them, where I got stopped, what I was thinking, and trades that you could have taken if you were confident and you had a confident count or confident geometry. But yeah, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to help. All right, guys, have a good one.